I don't know how you protest.
It's
that.
interesting because I have had I see a lot of men in my practice, all of whom I think are delightful actually. But some of them have cried and said, we feel so awful about, being men because of what's portrayed in the media. They feel guilt. They feel guilt and shame for what's happening to women. And I know that some white Australians feel guilt and shame for what happened to, and is still unfortunately happening in our racist place, to First Nations people. And I think we have to work out how do we repair and how do we turn this into something that is better for everyone.
Yeah. Well, firstly, I don't think using divisive language helps.
I agree. I'd like to see united language. I'd like to see discussion and debate. I'd like to see shades of grey. I hate lazy phrases like toxic masculinity. I would like to see like an affirming, this is what we can do, this is what we are doing. Do you remember those ads, Pete, when you and I were working at the sanctuary, or before that, the drink driving, drug taking ads where if you had one joint, you were going to end up psychotic and mad. And if you took ice, you were going to end up with no teeth and literally go green. Those were scare campaigns.
Yeah.
And I think they actually turned people more away and more into, I think we'll just go and have an experiment. This is all a bit extreme. So in the way we're going about this now, we haven't gone for positive messaging, positive education. Scare campaigns don't work unless you're John Howard and it's the Tampa crisis and you're about to have an election. Right. Then it does. But generally, people just go, oh yeah, here we go again, exaggerated bull. I think if we had, this is what you can do, people want to know, how can we be better? How can we do this differently? How can we communicate in a much more responsive and reasonable way? People need that messaging, not negativity. We have to say this is what's going on and this is what we need to do and this is how we do it.